Why is Disney all of a sudden out of nowhere evil? There is something I'm seeing that is weirdly, if you look at it from a historical perspective and look at it from a Universal perspective. Not Universal Studios, but Universal, like groundly looking at a television look at it. With all the stuff I'm hearing about Disney being evil, Disney's taking over stuff. I have said it before, if the right company, which yes had its downs, because with Bob Chapek doing the AI and doing all the wrongs at Disney, he got thrown out. He was able to be thrown out. Bob Chapek was able to be thrown out. However, David Zaslav is still doing wrong. He's done a lot wrong. He's gotten rid of the whole diverse studio. He's gotten Ezra Miller the money. He's hushed people who have been in the Ezra Miller situation, witnesses. He's given them hush money. He's done a lot of dirty stuff and shady stuff. Warner Brothers is cynical to the bone. They have so much gore and graphical, and Paramount Plus has had so much negative entertainment thanks to Dan Schneider with sexual harassment charges. The talks that he's had sex with some of the coworkers or sexual inappropriate stuff with coworkers, watching them dress. Like, Paramount has done a lot of shady stuff. Has hushed people also with Dan Schneider. And Dan Schneider, if you ever watch a video of him, he's literally like a creep factor. Like, literally, cynically a creep factor. It is so scary and so just demorally, humanly wrong how he treats people. He's treated people wrong. Paramount has done a lot of inappropriate stuff over the years. Warner Brothers has done a lot of inappropriate stuff over the years. So why all of a sudden Disney taking over Hulu, which I thought was a great thing because I have said it before, I think Disney has had, yes, it's had its downs with Bob Chapek, but it has had a lot of staggering good, positive worth ethics otherwise. I mean, I think that they have a council. I think they have a political, like a Jedi Council or a Galactic Council, like in Star Wars, like I said before in my previous video. They have a means to keep it ground, to have their stories written ground. Not stories, but worth ethics grounded. Where if someone goes off, or someone is doing bad worth ethical, they can be thrown out governmentally and politically thrown out. Even someone who's a CEO. So why all of a sudden am I hearing that thanks to Disney buying 10% shares, $1.5 billion investments? I have had my talks about Warner Brothers. But with Disney being a good, worth ethically, good environmental, and grounded, controlling if someone goes off the rail, like even a CEO like Bob Chapek. How is it that Disney buying just 10% shares, $1.5 billion investments into Epic Games. Evil. I do not understand the ethnicities. I can't fathom and wrap around my mind how Disney, which showed an awesome iOS or Oasis, universal, grounded, creative environment, is evil, all because they possibly could get rid of AK-47s, guns, ballistics, the works. Epic Games is a good company. Epic Games has done a lot of good work, ethical environments. Just like Disney, yes, Epic Games has had its ups and downs, but they have their own political look at things about what they wanted to see in Fortnite, and they got it. I have talked about how I wished Assassin's Creed was in it repeatedly because of the Bounty Hunter season. I'm like, why couldn't Assassin's Creed be on here? It looks like a good gaming, like the Disney seasons, that was everyone's calling it, the Bounty Hunter season, because it had a lot of Disney characters. Disney buying Epic Games makes sense because if they have their characters, and if Disney's audience is into gaming, then Disney buying 10%, just 10% of Epic Games investments is a good economically business move, because that means they can create an Oasis, Ready Player One. If you ever watched the movie, go watch it. Plus, it's set in Ohio. And it was written by someone who's from Ohio. By the way, even though it is from Warner Brothers, go watch it. You have to watch it. It's really good. I think it's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, which I bet a lot of people do nowadays, go watch it. It's really good. But Disney showed a grounded Oasis game hub that had Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, Pixar, just everything into one big utopia. And Disney, I mean, honestly, I don't see how just them getting rid of guns, them getting rid of AK-47s, them getting rid of guns means Disney's evil. We are living in a world where there is a lot of gun shooting. There's school shootings everywhere. Kids can have a mental traumatic look when it comes to Call of Duty, and this is coming from someone who's had mental health issues triggered from Call of Duty games. Previous Call of Duty games. I used to play them way back in my teenage years because it was historically accurate, and since my grandma was a huge history buff, which is also why I love playing Assassin's Creed. It felt good to play a game where if I'm learning history and my grandma loves history and is grounded in history, I played Call of Duty. And it was not good for my head, for my mental health. It drove me to a brink where I was having Call of Duty-like negative thoughts of killing and shooting people. So trust me when I say this, Disney buying Epic Games if they switch it to like when they had the invasions season, the alien invasion season, and they have it where we're shooting blasters, where the guns look like blasters, like alien blasters, I'm great with that. I think that's good. I think that's good for everyone's mental health with well-being. Kids who live in a world where there's a lot of shooting going on, gang violence, it can be very scary. So Disney switching it, I think, is a good mentally safe environment. But also, more importantly, they can make, since their audience are into gaming, they can make storytelling where kids can create stories. I mean, I've played some of the games that people have created in Fortnite, and they are really good. Like, really good storytelling. I played murder mystery storytelling. I played haunted scary storytelling, Halloween themed storytelling video gaming. And since Warner Brothers keeps shelving all this storytelling, shelving all their films, having bad work ethics, bad partnership with Legendary Pictures, just toxic environment of worth ethic environment. How is Disney, who threw out the guy who was negative and used AI technology and used just push and pulled everybody who is working hard, give them a break. Bob Chapek came in and said, whoa, you're doing too much, Chapek. Bob Iger stepped in. Hopefully, if he's listening, he should choose someone who is just as good as him and thinks like him, is morally, ethically, worth ethics, brain to the bone. Disney is doing good. Every company I have seen, AMC Plus, Warner Brothers, Paramount Pictures, Netflix. Netflix has done a lot of bad stuff too. I mean, there were even bad work ethics in Netflix that was going on. So, everybody telling me that out of nowhere Disney's evil. Where was this with the whole Ezra Miller situation? Where was this when Warner Brothers had talks of bad work ethics? Had negative reinforcement on Legendary Pictures, writing studios, got rid of a diverse, cultured studio that was delved into Black history storytelling, LGBTQ storytelling, Mexican, Latino, I could go on. A huge, diverse studio dived deep into it, and David Zaslav said, no, we're cutting you guys off. How is Warner Brothers only $14 a month, and Disney, which is, if I buy the Disney bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus with no commercials, only $20-$30 a month, $25 a month. How is Disney evil for buying Hulu from Warner Brothers, ABC Family? How is Disney evil from buying Universal Studios share into Hulu, which they ethically said, no, we're going to create our own thing called Peacock, which, by the way, if you think about it, Peacock to me is the same damn thing of Hulu. It really is. And I have gone into Hulu or Warner Brothers and looked at the different, and I'm like, this is the same damn shit they have. Why? HBO Max, or just Max, which is $15 a month for no commercials. I pay, if you look at the stats of how much I have to pay for Hulu, for the Disney bundle, which is Disney plus Hulu, ESPN plus. ESPN plus, I get to watch sports. I have watched sports on there. Disney has done a great ethically moral things, and when someone's out of line, even a CEO is doing is doing some shady stuff with AI technology, Disney has a government political standard to say, no, you can't do this. This is not right. Kevin Feige, who was not happy with Bob Chapek, said, no, you cannot do this. This is not right. There has to be more ground look into Disney versus Warner Brothers versus Paramount. I think Disney, which has a government political standard, ethics, worth ethics, which is someone is out of lines, they can be thrown out. Warner Brothers does not have that. Warner Brothers just is running rampant, shelving worth ethics, telling writers, oh yeah, that series that you guys wrote, yeah, we're just shelving it and never putting on HBO Max. Oh hey, that Batgirl series you were talking about, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're shelving it.